Welcome to the Signature Canine video series, where we're taking a look at all the new stuff coming out of the shop and some of your old school favorites that are getting a facelift. So we're taking a look at the BT20 by Ray Allen today, and this is an entry-level sleeve. It's a starting sleeve for young dogs. And when you take a look at this, really collapsible, like there's not much to it in all directions. It's nice if you're starting young decoys on, entry level or starting puppies into the sleeve, 6-7 month old dogs that they've got good strikes. They don't get beat up by it. They have to work to get a mouthful of it. It's got, like I said, the collapsibility on it is really solid. Leave the end of it open because it's made for young dogs. It gives you a little better ventilation to work in it. This is a nylon lined sleeve. The reason it's nylon lined, not Coolmax, is because it slips a lot easier. It's a lot smoother to get on and off, and again, with puppies, you're probably kicking the sleeve out to them quite a bit. In a large dog, if you've got a good dog, older dog, hard biter, he's going to get into your arm on this sleeve. So this is not, not something for that scenario. But like I said, you got a dog that's bridged from a tug or bridged from another puppy training toy or a smaller puppy sleeve into this. It's a really nice tool. It gives them the look of a sleeve, but the feel of a puppy toy. So they get used to seeing the sleeve, seeing what the entry in the sleeve looks like, getting all the feelings that they're going to get when they head into a sleeve. Yet it still gives the puppy toy feel when they get it in their mouth, which makes it a pretty nice training tool. The other thing that I use this for is if I'm starting to do a lot more teaching with my dog, so I'm starting to stress him more intellectually, making him think more about his work. At that point, I back off into a sleeve level, so I go to a little lighter sleeve so he gets a little more satisfaction to be able to get in here and smash on this sleeve. So maybe the dog is actually bridged up into a little tougher sleeve. If I'm doing a lot of work with him, I may actually back him up a sleeve and put him on something like this, so that while he's thinking, he can actually just sort of relax and enjoy the smashing on something, take some of his frustrations out by crushing on this thing, and not have to be stressing about the sleeve and what I'm doing on the learning side. So it kind of, for me, fits a twofold piece. Again, entry-level dogs that are just starting to the sleeve, and dogs that are a little more advanced than that are biting reasonably well, but maybe we're doing a lot of teaching, like the guarding's getting a little smarter. They're getting a little smarter about the guard, and we're starting to push them on stopping and barking correctly, and starting to make sure that we're teaching those behaviors right. It gives us the ability to, like I said, back them up, give them something they can crank on, and not have to have them cranking on a new sleeve that's sort of at the extent of their grip potential, and at the same time teaching them something. So it holds a twofold place, and for the money, it's a really nice place to start into a sleeve. I mean, it gives you an economical way to get into a sleeve. It's a replaceable bottom, not replaceable cover, so you unlace it, take the cover away. The jute on this holds up pretty well, again, because there's nothing hard behind it. I mean, the key to replaceable bottom sleeves and their durability is the fact that if you put something hard behind here, the dog's tooth abrades on the jute. As it comes down on it, it actually cuts the jute hairs, and then the sleeves wear out, and the pulling back on it. With a younger dog sleeve, the collapse or the replaceable bottoms don't do that so much because they puncture through the jute, and there's really nothing behind there to get into it. This one, they're basically just smashing foam, and that collapsing the foam puts us in a position where it doesn't tear up the cover near as bad. So it lasts a lot longer than, again, a cover does on a regular covered sleeve. You can replace the bottom half of this sleeve, to keep it going and keep using it. And that is our BT20 from Ray Allen. Thanks for taking the time to watch.